So I came to the dealership because I had left my wallet in a Ford F-150, a pickup truck that I was driving a few days before. I arrived with my brother. As you can see, we could pull in. There's some cars parked there, but at the time I don't realize that one of the cars, the Toyota Camry all the way up there, is not ours. We approach the front door. The key to the Ford F-150 is in one of the offices inside. So I come get the Ford F-150 key. This is just me and my brother where we're unlocking the door. Okay, so we come in. I go get the Ford F-150 key. First I turn on the lights. Okay, here we are. I'm getting the key. I find the key. Turn out the lights. And turn them on again. So the Camry was there, but I was assuming that it's one of our dealership cars because sometimes we have some trade-ins or cars that we just leave outside. Little do I know that it's someone that's after me, trying to rob me. So at this point, I don't know anything that's going on. I just got my key. I'm getting ready to go to the Ford, but I didn't want to relock the front door because then I have to open it again and put the key back. So I tell my brother, I'm like, Eric, just hang out here. Wait a little bit. Let me go bring the Ford key and I'll come back. We'll lock up and go. Okay, as you can see, my brother is walking around the corner there. He probably gets cold. He decides to come sit in the car and wait. Okay, here we go. That's me. I was just looking to see what these cars were that were parked here. Check to make sure they're locked. Tell my brother to hold on. Wait a minute. Let me go. I walk towards the Ford, which is parked at the other end of the lot, where I don't have any visibility of what's going on over here. So as I'm in the Ford, I'm looking for my wallet. I found that I left my iPhone cable in there. I receive a call from my brother. Here, he walks in, walks around, comes sits in his car. I receive a call from my brother. He's like, hey bro, listen, I put my seat back. I'm sitting in the car. There's someone banging on the doors yelling, come out boss, come out boss. Here he sits. If you notice the time, we just forwarded a little bit because there's about a minute or 2 minutes until the guy realizes what's happening. So at this point, I'm assuming this is right when my brother called me because he saw someone banging on the door. He says the guy's yelling, come out boss, come out boss. So the suspect is assuming that I'm inside. He's trying to get my attention, either trying to intimidate me or scare me, whatever he's trying to do, trying to get me out. But little does he know that I left my wallet and I'm not there. He ends up getting kind of angry here. Kicks the door. And right now, at this moment, my brother's just sitting in the car with the seat back, hoping that he doesn't get noticed. And I'm receiving a call in the Ford, freaking out. Who is this? What are they doing here? Like, he's getting a little bit aggravated. He leaves the door open.
He's trying to rob the place.
Trying to rob the place. So this is the funny part, actually, because he's trying to rob the place. He thinks I'm in there. The first step was good. The door was already unlocked. He doesn't need to break anything. Doesn't need no bloody fists or anything. But then he can't find a person to rob. He looks pretty upset and frustrated. He decides to welcome himself in since there's no one blocking him. Sipping on his coffee. I asked my brother later what he's saying here, and he was just saying that, come out, I know you robbed the place.
He's like, where's everybody?
He's like, where's everybody? Who am I supposed to rob? What am I supposed to do now? So he's frustrated. He walks back out, doesn't know what's happening. And by this time, my brother has already called me. As you can see from the top right corner of the screen, that's where I'm going to come out from in a little bit. There, by the red car, I make my way down. And then I couldn't see him because those cars were blocking me. So I'm like, hello, hello. So he probably heard my hello and decided to come towards where my voice is coming from. There, now he's all excited. He's like, hey, hey, what's up, what's up? And he's acting all cool right now. And he just gets serious all of a sudden when I get near him. I want to walk down. He doesn't let. He's like, this is my Camry. I have a gun in the trunk. I want to shoot you. I want to rob you. And then that's where I knew he was a little bit intoxicated, because he said, I want to shoot you to my face. You don't usually say that to anyone. And then I'm like, okay, come on, man. You can't do that. That's not fair. That's not cool. What do you need? I'll help you. I'm like, let me go in. I'll get you something. And I was going to give him like some Rice Krispies or some money or something, a bottle of alcohol or something, to try to appease him so he gets over it. And he's like, listen, I'm going to, okay, so now he told me he's going to shoot me. I said, you're not going to shoot me. And then he's like, okay, let's make a new deal. You go open all the doors, and whatever object inside of the whole dealership I put my hand on, you're going to put it in the trunk of my car. I'm like, dude, come on, that doesn't make sense. See here, and then I remember that if I'm going to make my escape, the door's open, and I didn't want him to rob anything we have in there or mess with anything or vandalize anything. So I close the door, and now he's all freaking out. He's like, dude, why would he close the door? So I tell my brother, I'm like, Eric, just distract him so he doesn't really notice me closing the door and get angry, thinking we're trying to escape. But what I had told him before was that I'm going to go get the safe key, because then I'll give him some money and we'll just all leave. So here, I lock the doors because I'm going to leave right now, so I don't want him to come in. I lock the doors. Here, I'm like, let me go get the safe key. Right there, I just whisper it in his ear. We sit in the car. You'll see soon. So here we are. I'm like, Eric, talk to him. He's talking to my brother. My brother's just distracting him. This is while I was locking the door that you guys saw a second ago. I was like, what are you going to steal next? This trip was fun for you. The door was already open for you, but there's no one for you to rob. So, okay, so now we're friends. I decided to make friends so he doesn't shoot me. So right now he's happy. He's excited that I'm going to go bring the safe key, so he's waiting. Yeah. I tell my brother to get in the car. And he comes, he's like, make sure you get the safe key, make sure you get the safe key. I'm like, I will, dude, give me a second. So I go, and I think when I reversed while he was talking to me, he realized I'm trying to ditch him, so I kind of slowed it down. And I'm like, okay, let him move for me, because he's my friend now. I'm going to help him. I'm going to get him some cash. And I told him, I emphasized to him that he better sit in his Camry and not walk around, because the neighbors are going to call the cops thinking he's robbing the place. So I'm just playing a game with him. And he comes to me, and then I'm like, holy crap, why is he approaching me? So I speed off. He's like, what's happening? Where are you going, man? I'm like, wait, let me go bring your safe key. So now he's going to go hide back in his car.
Actually, he's trying to get the hell out of here. If you can see him, he opens up his car door, and he's going to try to start the car. But somehow the car has a security system where it's not starting back up. And this guy, he's half intoxicated or whatever it is. If you take a look at him, watch, he's going to come out of the car after he can't start it, and he's going to start banging on the engine and trying to open up the hood and be a mechanic at 9 o'clock at night. He can barely even open up the hood, but he's gonna get it open. I think he's looking out for somebody, like making sure it doesn't look like suspicious. But there he is. He's banging on like the battery of the car, the engine, and trying to be a mechanic. He's trying to get out of there. I mean, he's just doing whatever he can. Poor guy, man. We're just speeding up the video a little bit over here because he keeps trying, but eventually he's gonna give up and just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave the car and I'm gone, which is a smart thing to do. So at this point, William is around the corner. I'll give it back to him.
So at this point, I'm at the 24-hour bread bakery right across the street. I have my eye on him, and I know it's 24 hours over there, so there's people walking around, so it's a good place. I turn off my headlights, and I just call the cops, and I'm just describing to the police officers what's happening right now. By the way, I haven't revealed to you guys yet that at the end we found out that this was a stolen car. Turns out the guy was drunk, ended up going to Van Nuys, found probably from a small used car lot, somehow got into this car. See, again, you could see he's trying to start it, but it's not working, so he's gonna leave, and then there's a 20-minute gap between when he comes. So 20 minutes passes by. He's at the donut shop across the street. And then when I call the cops here, they're coming in, but he came back. So he's in the car right now. The cops think everything's okay.
Yeah, they just come out. The driver that's on top is a woman driver. She comes out and you can see that they're just cautiously approaching. They take a look at the situation and see the guy in there, and everything's okay. So I think they ask him to come out, and for some reason he doesn't come out. And I think they're engaged in a short conversation over here. And then he threatens the cops. And when he threatens the cops, you can see the demeanor of the cops completely change, where they're just walking around casual, and then all of a sudden, there it is, boom. He said something, they pulled out their guns, and they're taking cover. So that was the threat. You can see the officer coming, taking cover. You got 4 officers, 2 squad cars. One of them's calling for backup. Obviously calling for, you can see later on, you'll see the chopper in the sky. They're taking their positions, and they're just going to be holding it until they can get some more backup. So we're just going to forward the tape a little bit over here, or the video, and until they get some backup. There's another car that comes in.
So as the backups come and the scene gets more serious, I'm hiding across the street right now, and I'm on the 911 called me back on my cell phone, and they're saying what happened. You know, we got the guy. Give us some time. We're going to be safe. You could go back to your place of work. And right now they're working on closing San Fernando Road. I could see the cops at both ends, at the south end and at the north end. They close San Fernando Road and wait for the backup to come. So he's not complying with the police officers clearly, because right now there's 3 squad cars with 6 officers. It was night shift, so there's 2 people per car, and you can see that they're hiding, and they're probably yelling him commands, and soon a chopper is gonna show up.
Yeah, you can see that the officer waving the other one down, so he turns around and comes back. Take a look at this one that comes out. He's gonna be carrying a huge shotgun with him, and he comes out with that shotgun and starts pointing, at the suspect. Take a look at that. There he is. He comes out of the passenger side. He has a big shotgun in his hand. So you got a total of 4 squad cars and 8 police officers. And right now we'll just forward the tape a little bit, or the video. And now you can see the chopper. The chopper's in the sky. You can see the lights flashing. And now you see there's more officers coming in. They're taking their stands over there. 4 of them on one side. They're kind of gathering up to the passenger side of the Camry. They're flashing their flashlights over there, trying to get the suspect to cooperate with them. And we're just gonna forward the video a little bit. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but that's not part of the video. So there's another guy who's telling them, another officer's telling them, we're going to be coming in from the other side, and you guys are going to fade back while the other guys come in. So we're putting the video back down to real time. He's telling them how they're going to be coming in, and you can see that he's going to be giving the signal to them shortly. Kind of waits over there, trying to catch their attention. Boom, gives them the signal, tells the guys, let's go out. You can see all these guys coming in right there. You see those guys? There's 6 officers with 2 shotguns pointed at them, and they're going to take them out of the car. They got him. They're going to take him out of the car, and they're going to put him on the floor. You can't see him put it on the floor. There's the other officers coming in. Oh, they got this guy. I don't know what this guy was thinking, man. Where are you going to go? You're all surrounded by the boys in blue. There's no way you're going. I'll forward the tape a little bit here, or the video, so they can get him up, and then we'll see him as they take him up and they put him in the squad car. There he is. He pops up. You can see all the boys in blue, and then you have him with his cream jacket on. Take him to the rear of the car. They put him on the trunk. They search him. I don't know if they're talking to him.
So at this point, I've made my way out of the bread shop because this is very exciting, and I'm glad that the guy that was about to rob me is in custody. The police officers are blocking the street. I say that I'm the party reporting. They allow me in. I'm not on the screen, but I'm right where the screen cuts off. My car is just parked in the middle of the street there with my headlights off. I'm just watching this unfold. The police officer told me to stick around because they're obviously going to interview me and ask me questions about what happened and who this guy is and what's happening. So I'm just waiting. You could see me make a U-turn. I just made a U-turn and went back the other way, parking away. So the guy doesn't recognize me by my car or who I am. The police officer says wait till they pull out with the suspect and leave, and then you could approach the scene. So at this point, they're just checking his pockets, making sure he doesn't have anything dangerous on him. They're going to take him to jail. Parked right off the shot, waiting for them to head out, and then I'm going to make my way in. Officers have settled down. I think at the max we reached 8 squad cars and like 14-15 police officers with a chopper. As I mentioned earlier, the car turns out to be a stolen car. After they run the plates, they figure it's stolen. So it becomes that Grand Theft Auto right there. The guy seemed a little bit intoxicated when he was talking to me, but still he was in control of the scene, so I was obeying him. And as you could see, they're putting him in the car right there. They put him in the car. He's tucked away. One of the officers leaves. And that's about it. Just regular police activity. Taking measurements, photos.